Hi everyone, this is Patrick from North52. In this video I'm going to demonstrate the steps needed to create, migrate and execute a data packager in North52 using Azure DevOps. Firstly, we will need to create a data package. Here in my source environment I have 5 contacts, 5 accounts and a configuration record as well as 2 tasks. These are what I intend to move to my destination system. I navigate to the North52 app and then open Data Packages and click New. I set the name of my data package. In this case it's going to be Data Package Demo 2. And now I click Save. First I go to the Explore tab. I select Accounts from the drop-down and then I search for Demo Data Package. I tick the box on the records I want and click the lightning bolt. As you can see, this adds the account sheet to the data package and builds the records as rows on that sheet. Now I select Contacts. Again, I search for Demo Data Package and click the lightning bolt. The contact sheet is added and the records are added to it. Next, I add my tasks. And finally, I add my custom configuration record. I want to make a change to the task record. I want the due date to be the date these records are imported into the target environment. So I replace the hard-coded dates with a UTC date function, and then I save my data package. I change the deployment solution to a custom solution that I have created for this data package, and then export it from Dynamics like any other solution. Here in Azure DevOps, you can see that I've added a solution file to my repo. The next step involves creating a service connection to allow my Azure DevOps Pipeline to connect to my target environment. To do this, we will first need to install the Power Platform build tools and the North52 DevOps extension. We click on the button to open the marketplace, and then search for Power and select Power Platform build tools, and then complete the installation steps. Next, we repeat the process for the North52 DevOps extension. These extensions give us access to a variety of pipeline tools and the service connection that we will need to use to authenticate our pipeline to the destination Dynamics environment. We create a service connection and then select Power Platform from the list and click Next. For this service connection, we will need 4 pieces of information: the URL of the destination Dynamics instance, the Azure tenant ID where that destination Dynamics instance exists, an application ID and a secret for an app registration that we will create out on Azure Active Directory. Here in portal.azure.com, I'm signed in as an administrator for the destination environment. I open Azure Active Directory and then select App Registrations from the list. We create a new app registration and give it a name. In this case, I'm going to call it Azure Pipelines. We set the redirect to web and the URL to localhost. Then we click Register. From this screen, we can retrieve the application ID and the tenant ID for our service connection. Next, we create our secret key and copy that over as well. Please note that secret keys only show up the first time they are created. If you need it again, you will need to create another secret. We go to API permissions, select Dynamics CRM, and then user admin access to grant that permission to the app registration. This will allow the app registration to access Dynamics. Finally, we open up our manifest file and change Allow Public Client to be True and click Save. The last piece of data we need for the service connection is the URL of the environment we are using. We now have our service connection and our app registration. The next step in the authentication process is to create an application user for our Dynamics instance. We do this from admin.powerplatform.com. We navigate to our environment, select settings, and then search for application users. We select new app user, select our application registration, and then grant it an appropriate security role. In this example, I'm using the System Administrator security role, but you could grant it any appropriate security role. Make sure you have specified your business unit, and then click Create. So now we have created an Azure Active Directory app registration that our service connection can use, and we have created an application user inside Dynamics with a security role that our app registration can use. Next, we will create an Azure Pipeline that uses that service connection. We open Pipelines and select Create Pipeline. We will use the classic editor and Azure Repos Git, since that's where our solution is, and then we will start with an empty job. We name the pipeline Deploy and Execute North52 Data Packager, and we start adding tasks. The first task we will add is the Power Platform tool installer, then Power Platform import solution. We select our data packager solution and our service connection. We then add the Power Platform publish customization task, again setting the service connection. The next step is to add an Agentless Job. This will allow us to set a delay time on the pipeline to allow the North52 publish all customization system jobs inside Dynamics to complete. Here I will set the delay to be 20 minutes, and I set a dependency to be on the first job. Now I add another agent task, and to this I add my North52 execute data package task. Again, I set the service connection and specify the name of the data package I want to execute. In this case, I'm going to use data package demo 2. I then make sure to set a dependency for this for the completion of the agentless task. My pipeline is now ready to execute, so I queue it up and let it run. As you can see, the pipeline has finished executing, and when I open my target Dynamics environment, we can see the data packages here, and here you can see the account records that have been created, the contacts, the configuration record, and the tasks. when I open this task, you can see that the due date has been set to today's date as per the UTC datetime function in the data package. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please contact support@north52.com or visit support.north52.com. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to North52 for future content. Thank you.